Tozana bokhokho nomkholiswa sendoda lesukoko bathini bathi umavula kuvala emzini yamadoda uanti usha unumber 1 locksmith lapho sithi khona thokoza gogo malume. Namhlanje sithi don't provoke your ancestors. Don't provoke your ancestors. I have spoken about this in several videos and trying to put it in even on different topics whereby we are not talking about ancestors, but to just throw in the example Oguti, what is it that I'm talking about? There are people that enjoy to go and consult for one and the only thing on many people, and you hear them saying, yazi ngeke ngaya kulo gogo lo munye wathi ya khona umkhulu ngeke ngaya kuye uthe yazi nayizolo kunomunye ugogo athi ngeke kuye wathi kodwa ngoba besengenze appointment la ekhaya ngathi hayi ngizoke ngizela ekhaya ngibuze khona ukuthi what is it that you are saying, but I did see somebody a month ago who said exactly the same thing and everything. Hey gogo, I've been told the same thing for years now. I don't know where to start. You lying. You are lying, and you are not lying to me. You are not telling me lies. You are lying to yourself. You are lying to yourself. If you're saying you don't know what to do, you do know what needs to be done, but you don't want to do it. I want us to get rid of this fear, whereby when we think ancestors, we think traditional healing at the same time. You know, other people don't want to address this issue because to them it's like, I must go under training to become a Sangoma. It's not always saying that. I'll give you a typical example. Yesterday, there's a gentleman that came here. He came before. He's a regular. A positive regular. A positive regular is somebody that comes with it wanting to know a clear direction. He doesn't know what it, he really doesn't know what is happening now, and he wants that clarity. That's what I call him a good regular. So as we are talking, they sat down with family members, and they said, "Hey, elder brother, hey man, no. This time we feel you need to focus into your life. You know, you've been taking care of the family. You've been, you know, so much dedicated in making sure that things goes well, you know, and without favoring that one and disliking that one, just to balance things, you know. As your siblings, we feel good. You need to take a break, right? Good enough. He's the firstborn. Good enough. It's not. It's okay, guys. It's not a problem. I'll focus to myself. So that's why he came to do a consultation for himself, because he has been given a blessings by the siblings and the mother to say, no, Chief, now you focus to yourself. You've been focusing to us. It's enough. Guess what? Where are my bones? When I throw my bones the first time, this was funny. When I threw the bones the first time, and both ancestors, let me check these bones. You know, this was fun. You know, when I threw the bones, okay, these ones were amongst others. Both ancestors from mother side, from father side, were positively talking to him, giving him all the blessings to say, Chief, we have given you an assignment to take care of these families, and we are there to give you power to do that. Then I laughed at the bones and I said, Hey, Kesha. You say your siblings are saying what? Yeah, I know, Coco. My siblings are saying it's time to focus on myself. But no, the ancestors are saying something different. There's no way you can focus yourself because yourself is your siblings. Yourself is your family. So you still have to continue with what you are continuing doing, which is very positive. Then again, we're through. Same thing happened. Oguti, he needs to do something for the family. So that kind of a person, the level of passion and dedication he has is unmatched. So even if he didn't come to me in terms of his personal issues and then I said the ancestors are assigning him back, he was still not going to fold his arms because he doesn't want to provoke ancestors. You see, we talk about ancestors. I'm not talking about who has a calling. We are going to get into that. But I'm just talking about ancestors in general. In general. Remember I said the other day, Oguti, when you're going to visit Komalume, you don't have to go there and slaughter and do that all the time. No. No, there's no point to do that. Why should you? You can go and cut grass. You can go there and spend time, you know. Maybe you'll find your cousins and everything. Hey guys, man, that corner doesn't look nice. Can't we do something? Just be hands-on. You can see the window's broken. Replace the window. And that's the language of ancestors. But whenever we think ancestors, we go down on our knees and everything. No. I was asking somebody who told you that white people don't believe in ancestors. They do. They do. But they have their own way of doing things. We have our own way of doing things. Why within the Nguni tribe, we have Amanguni that will burn impepo under the tree. We have those that will use umsam. Why do we have that? Because we're all different. But today we're saying, don't provoke your ancestors by ignoring exactly what they want you to do and attending on things that you think they're right. Let me give another example. You have been given I'll call it an assignment or an instruction to go and do a ceremony, a ritual. Maybe of slaughtering a sheep. It depends with your family. Within your family, what animal do you use? Other families, they don't use a sheep because a sheep is part of the family. So they'd use a goat. Even if in the area or in the language, they are using a sheep. But to them, a sheep is something. So let's simplify it. You go there, you have to do a ritual. Ceremony, and then they say you are going to ask your ancestors to continue doing things for you. Things are going well, but you're going to ask your ancestors to continue doing things for you. Guys, that is not a party. That is not an event. Especially that you can even call your friends. You have a tent to host your friends. You call them VIPs. You buy expensive liquor. You whatever and everything. You even have a catering company. You've bought a different meat for your guests. For stew, there's chicken stew, there's beef stew, there's what, and then you know that the goat is gonna be maybe eaten by family members and by some of the elders in the community and everything, which according to me, I gauge it to say the low class will go there under the tree to eat this goat, and then my friends and I, we're going to have a tent, and we're going to have a security or a bouncer there to check who's coming in and everything. We're going to have the decor done and everything. Then listen to this. You are provoking your ancestors. Because as one will claim to say, no, a previous night would slaughter the goat and talk to our ancestors. Then in the morning we cook, and then in the morning, maybe around 10, 11, the community will come, and whoever the family members will eat and everything. But from 1, I've just decided to throw a braai with my friends. Then let me tell you what's going to happen then. What is going to be registered, or that what is going to be noticed by your ancestors, is the fact that you had braai. Their success is just a goat for the community or for whoever who was eating that goat, and it ends there. Is there information? Is there anything that they've heard that you've asked for, or message that you were supposed to give them, or whatever that you're supposed to ask them and everything? No. You've already spoiled what you were supposed to do, what you were assigned to do. It's already spoiled. Forget about it. You can wear spandla sakho until it goes off on its own and everything, and then people will see that, hey, this guy, things are going well because of he's really concentrating, on his culture. He's very profound individual, not knowing that you are messing up things because you actually provoked the ancestors. Then what they do, they start closing your tap of money. Start closing slowly. You know the tap, whether you spin that knot or on top, and then the rubber comes down and close where the water comes in, or there's one that something will just come down like this. The one that you just lock it like that. It doesn't matter. Even if you lock it this way, it will come slow. Why? Because the message that you have passed to ancestors, then when you do that event, it was just saying, you're okay. Sharp one. Things are going well. You're right. You're fine. You're okay. That's what you were trying to say to them. No, I'm okay. You can see I've bought liquor for my friends, expensive booze, decor, catering company, and everything. In the morning, from last night in the morning, we were wearing 2-piece overall. Sorry, showing that you're involved, you're doing things in the family, you're helping there and there, you go to the shops, whatever and everything. Then you take a bath. It's around 11. You take a bath, you wear that, wear it over. You wear that of yours, those labels, those. You know what I'm talking about when I say those labels, and like it's around 11 or 12, and most of them I've seen in Naledi, the other function, the guy came late around 1, 2. I think he was sitting somewhere with an aircon, just trying to rewind. And then when he comes out there, it's fresh, smells good, guys, right, girls are right, everything is eating. No, you've wasted time and money. And now it means you're going to start from the scratch. You start to lose friends, you start to lose contacts, you start to lose everything. Why? You started the wrong way, by provoking ancestors. What you have been told many times that you have a calling. Who must confirm what you have a calling? I think if we were having live, I was going to ask that question and read messages as they come. Who must confirm, yes, you do have a calling? When I say to you, you have a calling, I'm not confirming, I'm just telling you something that you know. I'm just telling you something that you know. So the question, who must confirm? Who must confirm that when you have a calling? Let me read quickly. I want to go to quickly. Sorry about this. I want to go to messages that that I found very interesting. With you just now, guys. I'm sorry about this. Okay. Gogo, I've been told more than several times that I have a calling. However, I feel that I don't feel anything, no dreams, no anything that are happening into my life. Whenever I go to a healer will tell me that I have a calling. And if I ask the healer deep in asking them, okay, when I ask the healer on who is responsible for this calling, the healer that I went to, he just said, I don't know, they will come to you. I wish I was that healer, my sister. I don't know if you'll watch this video where you're talking about provoking ancestors. I wish I was that healer. I will also give the same answer. I don't know. Because your ancestors, the real person must come to you to show themselves to you. Even if you don't know who is it that comes into you, but they must come to you. Let's go to another one. I'm sorry, guys. They're just all over. That's why I don't. If you can watch other videos that we have, you will see that I have never done this actually before. Okay. Where is it? Where are you? Okay. Thokoza Gogo, thank you for the information that you're sharing with us. We really appreciate you, and Happy New Year. Thanks. Gogo, there's this old man that I always dream about. He's very tall. He's very handsome individual. He looks exactly like my father. Whenever he comes to me, he will come to me when I'm with my boyfriend, and he will just sit on the edge of the bed, and everything that we'll be doing still on the vision cog, everything that we'll be doing with my boyfriend will go south, meaning that we will stop whatever that we are doing. I recently feel annoyed by men, and whenever I'm alone, I feel like crying until I go to sleep. Gogo, I want to know, Okuti, does this really mean I have a calling? Yes, you do. Then Gogo, what must I do? I don't know. They will guide you. Why I work that way of I don't know? Okuti, I'm not your family member. As much as I see things spiritually, I should then allow you to see things the way I see them, but your things. That's how it should happen, according to me. I'm not disrespecting or taking away other healers' work on how they do it. It's fine, I respect that. However, on Ukoko Batinimbata, I would rather say, come, let's do something that will assist you in making sure that your visions are clear and are straight to the point. In that way, you will then come and say, Coco, they say I must do A, B, C, D. How do I go about it? Then I'll assist you. Because you are the needle. I'm just a cotton behind you. You are leading me now. Then I'll assist you. Then I will be able to say, okay, Gogo, if they say that we need to do this, we need to do this, you need to do this, you need to do this. You know, Gogo, that one, you cannot start with it before you are strong enough. You need to get something to be strong so that you know that it's going to provoke many things in your family. So the name that you have ancestors doesn't always mean you have to go for a training. Even if you have to go for a training, there's no other way that you can run away from it. Don't take shortcuts. You are provoking. And the provoked ancestors, what they do, they close everything. Unfortunately. They close, Baba. They will close. They close everything. Because they've given you people. All those healers that you're talking about, they've given you those healers to say, help this lady, tell him that you have a calling. Tell them or tell him what you have a calling. You have a calling. Yes, sometimes they haven't shown you themselves to you. Then you need somebody genuine who will be able to say, please assist her by showing yourself to her or to him. And they will remove all the dark clouds that you come across when you are sleeping. That's why other people say, Gogo, I don't sleep, I die. Gogo, there's a guy who says, Gogo, I'm 50 this year. I don't remember dreaming something that is tangible. Or go to my ancestors this, or I saw my granny, or I saw my mother, or my father, and I just live, Gogo. I just die. I'm 50 now. I just die. It's not right. Somebody said to me, Gogo, I'm sure that, I can't remember which video was it. I'm sure this video, as I can see it here, it has less likes or views because it sounds boring, but it's deep. So it's up to us. It's really, really, really up to us in terms of do you want to progress in life by listening to your ancestors, or do you want to provoke them? Others, they're running away from a calling, not because of a valid reason, but because of, I don't want this thing. That thing is going to close everything that you have. Remember I said ancestors, they don't care about your education. Exactly. If you know what you are supposed to go under training or pay attention to your ancestors' needs, and you are ignoring that till today, but you always complain about the headache, you don't have money, your relationships don't last, your businesses don't come across, the issue of businesses and what projects that you're doing projects, you're not getting paid, you're doing that whatever, and back in your mind you know what you have been told more than several times, or what you have a calling. But the question is, what type of the calling do you have? A calling is a very vast word. Within it, it has categories. Calling doesn't mean you need to go for training. The gentleman I've told you about, that the sibling said, Chief, we respect you. Now look at yourself. You've helped us a lot as an elder brother. He has a calling. His calling is to what? Is to groom the family. He has a calling. That is a calling as well. The greatest musician, Michael Jackson, he had a calling of music. Of music. Black Mamba as a group, all those guys, it's a calling. Whether you like Zahara or you hated her, she had a calling of singing. Brenda Fassie has a calling of singing. Chico Twala, Mama Busimhlongo, Mama Sibongile Khumalo, although she went through a process of being Isangom, but she also had a calling, Yani, of as a singer. How many? I can count until 2 hours on this video. Talent people on radio that we listen to, because they have a calling. That is a calling. Ubizelwe ulento le. This is what you were called for. Ubizelwe ulento le. It's a calling. Oh, if she cooks all that food, she's a chef. That's her calling. That's her passion. A calling is something that you are passionate about if you accept it. People that I was with in the media, when they come here and they say, hey, but we know that in the media you were always like happy person, individual, but here you look different. You are beyond happy. It's because I love this. I love it. I love it. I have a choice. I've been offered many times to go back to work, even if it's something different. But I did get offers to say, Goko, I can see you do this, but the way you've helped me, I work it to this company and everything. Can you do ABC? I said, yeah, I can. Goko, can I create a position for you? I said, no. Because I'll be provoking my ancestors. So it's up to us in terms of when we are saying what you have a calling, instead of you researching what calling do you have, when you are busy thinking, they're thinking what they want to be sangomas. Because traditional healing has become a career now. Not a calling, a career. Something that you study. That's what people think. That's why you see so many sangomas now. Many are real sangomas and many are fake sangomas. Because according to them, that's a quick cash kind of a situation, and it's not the case. Others, they love the lifestyle that other healers, they live and everything. Yes, you only see the lifestyle that live now, but they started from nothing. Most of those sangomas that you see and everything, most of them, they started from nothing. They struggled. If they can tell you how they went through their training and abused whatever, you'll be shocked. But because of they've accepted, this is what they have, they're focusing on. They're shouldering on, we are not moving. Nothing will shake us on this. Because on this game, things goes this way. You're busy today, you quiet tomorrow. You're busy today, quiet. But you'll get frustrated if things goes quiet, because you will think that you've been bewitched and everything, what. Can't your ancestors are giving you a break to breathe, to rewind, to fix things. Because as you're getting busy, there are many things that gets broken in the process. So if things are quiet, that's your opportunity to reconnect, to restructure the way you work. See what works, see what doesn't work. Get more muti and whatever, because the business is coming. It needs to find you ready. If people are not buying your music, it gives you an opportunity to go back to the studio or to just take a break. Go back to the studio, rewrite, recompose, do whatever, and come up with something. I see this now. There's somebody has a new album every year. That's not the kind of music I listen to. I listen to quality music. I listen to something that, somebody sat down and really plan it, plan it. And when they went to studio, they just gave birth. That's the kind of music. Not a music to say, don't you have her latest album of 2025? No. So it's up to you guys what you do at the end of the day. How we understand the calling. The message I'm sending to you today is, don't provoke ancestors. Go sit down with your healer. Ask them, this is a situation. How do I go about it? How do I find out about this? Then you get help. Locksmith I've just given you a key to communicate with your ancestors. Sargwas endorsed. Till next time. Chakos.